a really cool galaxy painting that looks something like this. It's 3D and it has all kinds of fun things on it, and I cannot wait to show you how to make it. All you need for this is this beautiful canvas that is inside your box. If it's covered in plastics, make sure you take the plastic off. And then we need this bag. This bag that has 2 little half foam balls in it, some paint, and some other fun stuff, a glitter shaker. Get that bag out, okay? Press pause and get your things out and press play when you're ready. Okay, so the first step is very easy. You take your black paint and we paint it. You can get the paintbrush from your box, and all you have to do is paint your entire canvas black, because we are making a dark galaxy. Make sure you get all of the edges like this, all of the edges, all of the sides, as well as the front. All right, go ahead, press pause and press play again when you've painted the whole thing black. Okay, so mine is all painted black. I am going to now rinse my paintbrush in some water. Rub it around in the water, make sure all the paints come off of there. And then I'm gonna wipe it on a paint towel or paper towel, whatever you have that can get paint on it. This paint actually stains, so it's pretty important to make sure it's not one of your good towels. Okay, so now my paintbrush is all clean, and while my painting is still wet, I put it on my box to make sure I didn't get any on my table. We are gonna be adding some galaxy dust. So if you don't already know this, the galaxy is made of a million billions of stars, dust, gas, planets, and many other really cool things. So we've painted a dark background. Now it's time to add some space dust. Let's start with yellow. So you'll see in your paint strip here, you have 2 yellows. One is a powder paint and one is a liquid paint. For the dust, which one do you think we'll use? Yes, we are gonna use the powder paint. All right, so let's open up our powder paint very carefully. If you open it on its side, it's just gonna dump everywhere. So you have to hold it down on a flat surface and open it very slowly and carefully. If this is hard to do, just ask an older sibling, an adult, a friend, someone who is good at these things. All right, so I'm gonna take my paintbrush that I already cleaned. I'm gonna dip it into my powder like this. And we're just gonna drop on some space dust. Wow. I'm gonna put mine just in the corner because I'm gonna put other stuff on my painting. There we go, that looks really cool. So you have some yellow powder and some orange powder. So let's go ahead and use some orange powder now. Our space dust is gonna be yellow and orange. Oh, I'm already spilling some. This stuff is crazy. You just tap it on like that. And there you go, you have some space dust. You can add a lot more than what I added. I like just a little bit, because I think less is more. But you're the artist, you make it how you like. There's no right or wrong way to make this. It's just for fun. Okay, so does that look good? Awesome. Okay, so the next thing we should add is we want some sparkly stars in our galaxy. So we are gonna take our glitter shaker, this one here, and just shake it on wherever you want. Like I said, I like keeping mine in the corner, over here. Beautiful. Okay, mine's looking nice and sparkly. Wow, this is cool. There's some gemstones in this glitter. Okay, so I have a background here. It's looking pretty good. Now we're gonna do the next step. So go ahead, press pause, and it's time to add your powder and your glitters, okay? We wanna do this while the black paint is still wet. So if your black paint has dried since we've talked about this, just add a little bit more and make it wet again, and then add your powders and your glitter and press play when you're done, all right? See you back here soon. Okay, so I'm done with my powder, I'm done with my glitter. I'm gonna close the lid to my powder paint so they don't fly everywhere while I'm trying to do other things. Okay, and then the next color we're gonna need, this part, it can get a little messy, but we're gonna use the white. I'll show you what we're gonna do. So open your white up here. It's the one at the very end, I think. Take your brush that you cleaned off. I forgot to clean mine off. I'm gonna rinse the powder off of there, dry it with my towel. Now I am gonna get some white paint on my brush like this. And I'm gonna splatter it on. So how I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna hold my paintbrush near the canvas and I'm gonna strum my finger across it. And you see those specks coming out? Wow, that looks incredible. I'm just gonna add some of these to add a little star galaxy look. Wow, that's looking pretty cool. What do you think? All right, so I'm gonna add specks of white all over here. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So go ahead and press pause and your turn. Let me show you one more time actually. Get some paint on your brush and you're just gonna flick it at your canvas like that. Okay, make sure you have lots of stuff around, and if you get it all over the place, make sure you're wiping it up and keeping it clean. We don't want to be too crazy in this step. All right, go ahead, your turn. Okay, I finished my speckles and I'm washing off my brush, closing my paint, cleaning my finger that I was splatter painting with. And now, the next step, we are gonna open the yellow. Okay, let's open the yellow. The yellow paint, not the yellow paint powder, the yellow paint. This is a liquid paint. So what we're gonna do now is 2 strikes going across our painting anywhere. These are gonna be for shooting stars. So depending on how many wooden stars you have, we just kind of put whatever in each one. I have 3 here, so I'm gonna do 3 lines going across my page. Not thick lines, skinny lines. So instead of using your paintbrush flat, use it on the side if it's too long, or you can get a thinner paintbrush. There's 1, dip it back in again, 2, and 3. And these are going to be my shooting stars. So let's get my stars here. So we can use our glitter glue or any glue you really have at home to glue on our shooting stars. So this one, take the thicker end that you painted of each streak and do a glob of glue at each spot. And then we're gonna stick on our stars. So we have some beautiful shooting stars in our galaxy. There we go. And yes, that's the next step. We are gonna paint the stars yellow, actually. Yes, let's paint the stars yellow before I have you guys do yours. So, okay, your turn. Go ahead, press pause, add in your yellow streaks with your paintbrush, and then put on your stars, okay? Meet me back here. It is time for our next step. Now we are going to make some planets. The first we're going to make is going to be a sun. All right, so let's start our sun off by moving our painting over a little bit, giving ourselves some space. And we are going to take these pokey sticks that we have and very simple, poke them in. Because if you've ever seen the sunshine, which I imagine we all have, it is shining really bright. It produces rays. So the sunlight is shining off like this. It's very hot. So we're gonna stick in these pokey things so that they can be like sun rays. Okay, so go ahead, press pause, and poke all of your sticks all over your sun, okay? See you in a minute. All right, it's time now to glue my planet onto my painting. So I'm gonna take my glitter glue again, find a nice empty spot. Look, this corner looks pretty good. Put some glue. Don't use all of it, because we're gonna need this glue for other things. We just need enough to glue our planet down. Now, because it's a sun, we are gonna paint our sun. So what color do you think we should paint? Yes, you guessed it, yellow and orange, okay? So I have the yellow liquid paint, and I'm gonna mix in a bit of my powdered orange just to give it that yellowish orange fiery sun look. Okay, so we're gonna take our paintbrush that's rinsed and clean. We are gonna dip it in our yellow or our orange. I'd start with yellow so it's wet and then add in your orange powder. There we go. Add this, and then if you dip it in the orange, you can kind of just mix it in, make an orange yellowish color. It's up to you, paint it however you like, it's your sun. Press pause and go ahead and do this next step. See you in a minute. right, I finished painting my sun. Let's move on to our next planet. So you can pretty much do any planet that you like. I'm going to choose to do a red and blue planet. I think maybe Saturn looks a little bit red and blue. I'm not sure, but all you have to do now is glue on your other piece. All you have to do now is glue this on your other piece, and we're just gonna paint it however we like. I'm gonna open my blue and my red. And I think I'm gonna start with my red and then add some blue details. All right, it's your turn. Go ahead and press pause and paint your last planet, okay? Meet me back here. Okay, everybody, I have finished my painting. I think it looks pretty amazing, pretty fabulous. Here it is. I wonder how yours looks. Is it awesome? I even have enough paint left over to make another one if I'd like. So thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun making your very awesome galaxy painting, and I'll see you with the next one.